Yeah, we don't want to do anything to scare your children.
Welcome to Straight Up with Kevin Carter, a retired veteran and decorated police officer with over 17 years' experience. Tackling current events, local, state, and federal. Covering today's topics and events with special guests. And now, here's your host, Kevin Carter.
Is sourced from Texas Public Policy Foundation. This is a threat that hangs over every homeowner in Texas, and every business owner who holds the title to the property they do business on. Texans will never experience the peace of mind that comes with owning their homes until property taxes are eliminated. Until then, Texans are simply renting their homes from the government, always with the fear that taxes could become so exorbitant they can no longer afford to stay. But we have a plan. Our Lower Taxes, Better Texas plan will eliminate property taxes for every Texan by 2033, or sooner, while also making structural changes to our system that prevent year-to-year spikes in tax bills. At the same time, we'll rein in irresponsible local government spending. Texans need and want real property tax reform. In recent polls, 82% of Texans said property taxes are a serious issue, and 7 out of 10 said they would be upset if the current legislative session ended with nothing done to lower their property tax bill. Even the media agrees. Older Texans on fixed incomes, even those with senior exemptions and freezes, too often end up being priced out of their homes, a recent Dallas Morning News editorial noted. Young first-time homebuyers are priced out of home ownership and stay in apartments where monthly rents are rivaling monthly mortgages. How does our Lower Taxes, Better Texas plan work? It begins with controlling the driving force behind tax hikes: increased spending. The legislature has already enacted a new spending limit based on a formula using population growth and inflation, and any surplus general revenue must first be used to reduce property taxes. This surplus can be used to buy down school district maintenance and operations taxes. Lawmakers now must pass Senate Bill 1 and House Bill 90, which will ensure that those surpluses are used to buy down property taxes now and in the future. SB 1 would spend the current surplus on property taxes, and with this precedent, HB 90 would require that future legislatures allocate at least 90% of any future surplus to the same cause. Finally, legislators should pass House Bill 91. We must redesign the state's tax code so that local governments are funded primarily by sales taxes. This redesign would broaden the base of goods and services covered by the sales tax while lowering the rate. The result would be to finally eliminate school M&O taxes after years of cutting them. Critics say lower-income Texas families would be hurt by reliance on sales taxes, but they fail to consider that we all pay property taxes, even if we're renters. Higher property taxes get passed along. Property owners aren't in the rental business to lose money. And a slight broadening of the sales tax base will allow us to keep the exemptions, such as food and medicines, that make sense for Texas families. If we utilize a point of sale tax, instead of property tax, we will get 100% participation from all residents in the state. This point of sale tax will also allow lower income families to budget better on a weekly basis and cut spending as needed. Instead of getting hit with a huge tax bill every year, or seeing their mortgage increase due to higher property taxes. Besides, once property taxes are eliminated, that surplus can then use to buy down sales taxes. Legislators can act now to ensure Texans can keep their home.
It's the last thing we want to do. We don't want to scare anybody.
We hope you've enjoyed this episode of Straight Up with Kevin Carter. For questions or comments, contact us at straightupkevincarter@gmail.com. Until next time.